I understood that Thomas and the rest of them were sort of like royalty amongst wolf shifters, so I guess I shouldn't blame the girls for showing an interest. I simply had no desire to be a pawn in their games, and I wasn't particularly happy at the thought of being used like that. Thomas was too important to me. I'd protect him with my life, and I wasn't in the habit of flaunting our friendship because that would make me a shitty friend. I had never cared about his pack rank as future alpha, and now alpha of Collier Pack. If anything, I understood too well the sacrifices and demands that came with that title. Besides, the joke was on them, because not only were they sending up red flags for me to run in the opposite direction by asking about him, but that type of woman was looking for a lifestyle upgrade, a long-term commitment, and I wasn't the settling down type. With my night of bust, I decided to just call it done and head home. Some people would find it weird that a man pushing 30 still lived in his parents' basement, but I had my own 2-bedroom apartment and everything I could possibly need. I wasn't the type of person who sat around the house all day anyway. It was literally a place to sleep. I was no more than 10 yards outside the door, and a large group of women were strolling towards me. From the way they were dressed, I knew they were on the prowl. Some of these packs were often small, leaving them with not enough of a male and female balance to sustain the pack, forcing them to look elsewhere. Some of them were pretty bad off. My boy Clay's mate, Winnie, came from such a situation. Her alpha was getting so desperate to grow his pack that he had ordered her to take her cousin as a mate. Fortunately, Clay found her in time to stop that nonsense, but sadly it wasn't all that uncommon with some of these small, remote packs. And opportunities like this didn't come along all that often for she-wolves. The Grand Council that oversaw wolf shifter packs was an archaic system. Kelsey and Lily, along with some of their friends and with the full support of their mates, were working on elevating things to the 21st century. Still, after the encounter I'd just had at the tavern, I decided it was best if I sat this one out and steered clear of the incoming she-wolves. I hated to blame all of them on the actions of just a few, but the sour taste left in my mouth was enough. I couldn't even believe I was thinking it, but it had to be done. For the duration of this she-wolf empowerment conference thing, or whatever Lily had called it, I was swearing off women.